It's week 16 of the NFL season, and I want to talk to you guys about the Trench Report. Many of you know that we publish up on BettorDay.com a weekly Trench Report every single Wednesday, emailed out to Bettor Day Insider and premium members. Interested in joining us, head over to our website at BettorDay.com, and on the home screen, you can click on the View Pricing tab, and you can find out all the information about what we have to offer to Bettor Day Insider and premium members. I'll go over some of the results as well as ways to utilize the information in the Trench Report in order to make profitable bets. Since publishing the Trench Report in week number 5 of the NFL season, the top 5 overall mismatches have gone 41-14 straight up. Of those 41 wins, 11 of them have been outright underdog winners. Now, I'm giving you the straight up numbers because the Trench Report doesn't care about the spread of the game. In fact, the majority of the time, it's going to give you a favorite in the game because these teams are favored for a reason. You have good trench results. It means that you are a good winning football team. Good winning football teams are often favored on the spread. I have to remind people each and every week that the Trench Report doesn't care about who plays quarterback. It doesn't care about the skill position players or the coaches or the weather. It only is looking at how the offensive line and defensive lines have played to this point this season and how they stack up against the opposition's offensive and defensive lines. So once again, in week 5, we started publishing the top 5 overall mismatches of the week. Those mismatches have gone 41-14 straight up with 11 outright underdog winners. Now, in week number 8, I started to do something different. And in addition to publishing the top 5 overall mismatches in the Trench Report, I started to identify the top 3 closest matches, meaning the games in which neither team had any real edge over the opposition in the trenches. In those games, if you just blindly took the points with the underdog, you are 15-8-1 against the spread with 10 straight up outright wins. That's where we're finding value here in the Trench Report. When I started this experiment, it was to identify an area of handicapping football games that might go overlooked in the betting markets. And the old adage is the game is won in the trenches. Well, it really is. If your offensive and defensive line have an advantage over the opposition's offensive and defensive line, you're going to be competitive in that football game, and you'll have a very good chance of winning that football game. And so in those 3 closest matchups of the week, where neither team has an edge over the other, the underdogs are covering and winning outright in those games. Again, 15-8-1 against the spread with 10 outright upset wins by the underdogs. There's another aspect here of the Trench Report that has absolutely dominated since we started publishing it up on BettorDay.com, and that is identifying the biggest rushing mismatches of the week. These are games in which one team has a significant run blocking edge on their offensive line compared to the opponent's run stop skills on the defensive line. Look no further than last week in week 15, where 4 out of the 5 RB1s, the starting running backs, out of the top 5 overall mismatches, 4 out of the 5 went over their rushing yardage over prop. In week 14, all 5 RB1s went over their rushing yardage total prop. In week number 13, 4 out of the 5 went over the RB1's rushing total props. So we are finding profit in the prop markets when it comes to identifying rushing mismatches in the Trench Report. You can go game by game. You can see which teams have the edge in pass rush, pass block, run stuff, and compare it to your favorite books and the props and however you want to bet these games. And if you want full access to the weekly Trench Report, head on over to BettorDay.com. Here's hoping you make today and every day a better day.